Thank you, Mr. Chairman. First, I would be remiss if I didn't recognize the grand opportunity I've been given to serve as a freshman on this committee. I want to express my sincere gratitude to Chairwoman Rogers, Chairman Bilirakis, and my colleagues on Energy and Commerce for having trust in me and giving me this opportunity. In parallel, I would like to recognize the grand opportunity in front of us to pass real, substantive public policy to benefit the American people as it pertains to data privacy and security. This is an issue that I hear about regularly when I'm back home. And it's a testament to the committee's ability to get things done in a bipartisan way that we are working with the Senate Commerce Committee on this issue as well. I'm really glad that my bill, H.R. 6149, the Protecting Kids on Social Media Act, is also under consideration and in front of us here today during this hearing. The damage that social media is doing to our kids is unconscionable and extremely disturbing. Big tech, these social media platforms are making our young people more depressed and wreaking havoc on mental health, particularly after the COVID pandemic. As a father of 3 school-aged boys, the warning signs of social media's impact on kids are abundantly clear to me. I've said for years, Facebook Meta is the Philip Morris of our time, and now is the time to take action. My bill, the Protecting Kids on Social Media Act, aims to do exactly this. First, it establishes the minimum age of 13 for platform use and prevents big tech, big government, and strangers from usurping parental consent from parents of teens. Second, it reins in abuse by big tech using algorithms to target minor children. And most importantly, the bill empowers parents. It gives parents a fighting chance to protect their children, which is why we're here in the first place. I would appreciate the thoughts of my colleagues and our guests here on ways to fine-tune and advance my bill, H.R. 6149, the Protecting Kids on Social Media Act, now and in the future, and on social media kids safety package. So my time is limited. We have 2 minutes, 45 seconds. My first question is to Ms. Keene. Here in Washington, as you know, we're constantly searching for the right balance when it comes to the size and scope of government. Could you discuss the potential benefits and drawbacks, particularly in terms of the role of social media companies, online platforms, versus the role of government in keeping kids safe online? I'm a conservative. I believe in limited government, not no government. So can you help me to strike that balance?
I think there's going to have to be a public-private partnership in it. We've talked a lot about big data companies today and how they're, the exploitation, but there's also the opportunity for better coverage, better work together to do the right things, especially for children. As a mother, I've seen cases where I personally had my children attacked on social media and had to engage law enforcement because of a school issue. I've had sextortion cases with friends of ours' children. We've been through every single time. It's a question of there's going to have to be a public-private partnership on this. So the more we can work to create better standards, better understanding, simplified language, the ability for parents to take a more proactive role. I myself have very tight parameters around our children's social media. Those are the things. And take example, too, from international opportunities to look at best practices, like the child helpline that they have in the UK. No questions asked. If there's some type of bullying, some type of problem online, you can call an anonymous line that's funded by the UK government to get help. Those are the kinds of things I think we should look at.
And I think you bring up a very, very good point, Ms. Keene. Not every parent, not every socioeconomic status has the time in the day to look over their kids' shoulders 24 hours a day. Sometimes people have to work 2 shifts, night shifts, and putting these policies in place will help put up guardrails so that our kids cannot be exploited any further. Data security impacts everyone in every generation. In Michigan's 10th Congressional District, home to over 100,000 seniors, roughly 18% of my constituents, failure to create a common sense data privacy only makes my constituents more vulnerable. Elder abuse. Can you speak to the damage the status quo is causing seniors in Michigan and how this new bill, American Privacy Rights Act, could improve their lives?
The damage is significant. I had my mother had her personal identity stolen in a nursing home. My father had his identity and his data stolen when he was suffering from late-stage dementia. And 3 weeks later, we received a phone call, an erroneous one, that he was told that his grandson had been kidnapped and he had to put $5,000 into an account because they had done a hacking onto social media and they understood what to say to get him to believe that. It's terrible for seniors. So what I would say is this: the data minimization and the consumer control pieces of APRA are great steps forward to make sure that seniors, too, simplified language, minimal data, ability to control what's online as you get older, I think is critical.
Mr. Chairman, the federal government has a duty to protect our most vulnerable, and I believe our seniors and our children are among them. Thank you. I yield back, sir.